Next, double displacement reaction. In the double displacement reaction, in that there is a exchange of ions takes place in the compounds. For example, see here AB plus CB. Here there is a plus and B minus, C plus and D minus. Just there is a cations exchange takes place. That is nothing but AD plus CB. Here A plus B minus, C plus B minus. That is nothing but there is an exchange of ions in the compound that produces the new compound, that is come under the double displacement reaction. So the double displacement reaction means the reactions in which there is an exchange of ions in the reactants, that is come under double displacement reaction. For this reaction, no need any reactivity series of metal or reactivity series of halogens. Only in the reaction just cation exchange takes place or anion exchange takes place. Let us see the example. Sodium sulfate Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride BaCl2. Sodium sulfate barium chloride Na2SO4 BaCl2. Now according to the reaction there is a exchange of ions. Here Na plus SO4 2 minus are the ions. In this Ba plus 2 Cl minus 1 is the ions. Now there is a cation exchange takes place. So the product is Ba plus SO4 minus BaSO4 and NaCl. BaSO4 and NaCl are the products. Here Ba plus 2 SO4 minus 2 Na plus 1 Cl minus 1. That is nothing but in the reactant the cations are exchanged. So the product is BaSO4 barium sulfate and NaCl sodium chloride. So the total reaction, sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride that produces barium sulfate and sodium chloride. But in this reaction, in the product, the NaCl is completely soluble in water, but the BaSO4 is insoluble in water. So it produces the white precipitate, the insoluble substance in water that we call as precipitate. That precipitate we show with the downward arrow after the molecular formula. With downward arrow after the molecular formula. So in this reaction, the BaSO4 forms the white precipitate during the reaction. So this reaction is also called precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction. Let us take one more example. PbNO3 twice. PbNO3 twice. Lead nitrate. Lead nitrate. This reacts with the potassium iodide, Ki, potassium iodide. Now what are the ions present here? Pb2 plus NO3 minus K plus I minus. Now according to the reaction there is a exchange of ions. K exchange with the Pb. So what is the new product? K exchange with the Pb. So KNO3. KNO3. Potassium nitrate. PbI2. PbI2. Lead iodide. So here K plus 1 NO3 minus 1. Pb plus 2 I minus 1. So the reaction is lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide. The product is potassium nitrate and lead iodide. In this reaction, the KNO3 is soluble in water, but PbI2 insoluble in water, that is a precipitate. That precipitate is in yellow color. The precipitate is in the yellow color. Now we will see this in the reaction. So this is a salt, lead nitrate. Lead nitrate, we will make the solution of the lead nitrate. So this is a lead nitrate. Lead nitrate solution. Now this is a potassium iodide, Ki, potassium iodide. We make the potassium iodide solution. Now the lead nitrate, potassium iodide. So lead nitrate solution mix with the potassium iodide solution. There is a exchange of ions takes place. Now see the reaction. There is a white yellow color precipitate formation. Yellow color precipitate formation. This yellow color precipitate is PbI2. This is insoluble in water, and KNO3, that is soluble in water. KNO3 PbI2. So during this reaction we will get the yellow precipitate of PbI2, lead iodide. So the complete reaction is lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide. It produces potassium nitrate and lead iodide. Here the lead iodide forms the yellow color precipitate. So this is also example for the precipitation reaction. Now we will see one more example. Here NaOH, sodium hydroxide, reacts with hydrochloric acid, HCl. So here also there is a exchange of ions takes place. Na plus OH minus, H plus Cl minus. There is a exchange of ions Na plus Cl minus, H plus OH minus. So sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid. It produces sodium chloride and water. Here this is also called as neutralization reaction, because NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is a base, HCl is a acid. So any acid reacts with any base, it produces salt and water. So this reaction is also example for the neutralization reaction as well as double displacement reaction. So let us see one more example. Potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is a base and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a acid. So what are the ions present? K plus OH minus, like that. H plus SO4 minus 2. So the product is K plus SO4 minus 2, H plus OH minus. So the potassium hydroxide reacts with the sulfuric acid. It produces potassium sulfate, K2SO4, potassium sulfate and water, H2O. So the neutralization and the precipitation both also come under the double displacement reaction, because in these two reactions also there is an exchange of ions takes place. So let us remember the keyword for the double displacement: exchange of ions. Exchange of ions. In the reaction, we will get the new compound. So, this is come under the double displacement reaction. The next reaction type is redox reaction. In the redox reaction, the oxidation and the reduction takes place simultaneously in the same reaction, that is come under redox reaction. Now let us see what is oxidation and what is reduction. So see here, addition of oxygen to any substance, that is come under oxidation. Addition of oxygen is oxidation. Like that, removal of oxygen from any substance, that is come under reduction. So the addition of oxygen is oxidation. Like that, removal of oxygen is reduction. In another hand, addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen to any substance is reduction. Like that, removal of hydrogen from any substance is oxidation. So, addition of oxygen is oxidation. Removal of oxygen is reduction. Like that, addition of hydrogen is reduction. Removal of hydrogen is oxidation. So, if you take one more, addition of non-metal. Addition of non-metal to any substance is come under oxidation. Like that, removal of non-metal is come under reduction. So, the oxidation and the reduction is opposite to one another. Here, addition of non-metal is oxidation. Like that, removal of non-metal is reduction. So, another one is removal of metal. Removal of metal is the oxidation. Like that, addition of metal is reduction. Another one is loss of electron. Loss of electron from any substance is come under oxidation. Like that, gain of electron is reduction. So, totally in these cases, any one takes place in single reaction, that is come under redox reaction. So, what are the cases? Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, addition of non-metal or removal of metal, or loss of electron. So, in these case, any one takes place in one reaction, that is come under redox reaction. So, the redox reaction means in the same reaction, reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously. That is nothing but one reactant gets oxidized while the other reactant gets reduced in a single reaction is called redox reaction. Let us see the example here. Copper oxide CuO. Copper oxide reacts with hydrogen H2. Copper oxide reacts with H2. This is also example for single displacement reaction. What is the single displacement reaction? The high reactive element displaces the less reactive element. The high reactive element displaces the less reactive element. According to the reactivity series of the metal, the hydrogen is most reactive than copper. So, the hydrogen displaces the copper from copper oxide. So, we will get the compound Cu plus H2O. So, this is one example for single displacement. Like that, this example is also for the redox reaction. How? See here, in the CuO, there is a oxygen present. This CuO, removal of the oxygen takes place and that becomes Cu. So, the removal of oxygen from CuO, there is a oxygen removed and reduced into Cu. So, in this reaction, the CuO is reduced. see the definition properly. Removal of oxygen is come under reduction. From the CuO, oxygen is removal. So CuO reduced into Cu. So this is the reduction. Now for the hydrogen, there is a addition of oxygen takes place. So addition of oxygen is a oxidation. So this is a oxidation. Now see the definition. In the same reaction, one substance gets reduced, another substance gets oxidized. So both oxidation and reduction takes place in a single reaction, that is come under redox reaction. So in the CuO plus H2 gives Cu plus H2O. Here CuO reduced to Cu, H2 oxidized to H2O. So this is the example for the redox reaction. In this one more point, we have to identify the reduced substance and oxidized substance only in the reactant side, not in product side. Only we have to identify reduced substance and oxidized substance in the reactant side. With that, we have to identify the oxidizing agent and reducing agent. How to identify the oxidizing agent and reducing agent? Let us see here. Here, the hydrogen helps to copper oxide. Hydrogen helps to copper oxide to reduce. Hydrogen helps to copper oxide to reduce. So, the hydrogen is reducing agent. CuO undergo reduction. CuO undergo reduction by the help of hydrogen. By the help of hydrogen. So, the hydrogen is reducing agent. So the hydrogen is reducing agent such that the copper oxide gives the oxygen to hydrogen and helps to make the oxidation. That means copper oxide helps to oxidize the hydrogen. So the copper oxide is oxidizing agent. Copper oxide is oxidizing agent. So we have to identify oxidizing agent and reducing agent also in the reactant side, not in product side. So we have to identify oxidized substance, reduced substance, oxidizing agent and reducing agent only in the reactant side, not in product side. So in this reaction, CuO undergo reduction and reduced into Cu. CuO is a oxidizing agent. Which substance undergo reduction? The same substance is the oxidizing agent. Like that, the hydrogen undergo oxidation and form a H2O. The hydrogen helps to reduce the CuO. So the hydrogen is also a reducing agent. So in this reaction, CuO is the reduced substance as well as CuO is the oxidizing agent, such that H2 is the oxidizing substance, with that H2 is a reducing agent. So let us see one more example. Zinc oxide, ZnO. Zinc oxide reacts with carbon that produces Zn and CO, carbon monoxide. Now observe in this reaction, from the ZnO there is a removal of oxygen takes place. From the ZnO there is a removal of oxygen takes place and it produces Zn. So observe in this, removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen means reduction. So this reaction is reduction. Now, which is the one more reactant? Carbon. Carbon is a one more reactant. Carbon, for the carbon, there is a addition of oxygen takes place. Now see here, addition of oxygen is come under oxidation. So the carbon undergo oxidation. So in the same reaction, one substance reduced, another substance oxidized. So the ZNO, there is a, from the ZNO, there is a removal of oxygen takes place. So that is reduction reaction. For the carbon, there is a addition of oxygen takes place. So that is the oxidation. Now identify the oxidizing and reducing agent. Here, the carbon helps to ZNO to reduce. Carbon helps to ZNO to reduce. So the carbon is reducing agent. Carbon helps to ZNO to reduce. So the carbon is reducing agent. In the ZNO, ZNO helps to carbon to oxidize. ZNO helps to carbon to oxidize. So the ZNO is oxidizing agent. So in the same reaction, which substance undergo reduction? That is oxidizing agent. Which substance undergo reduction? That is oxidizing agent. Like that, which substance undergo oxidation? That is reducing agent. Which substance undergo oxidation? That is reducing agent. Only we have to identify oxidized, reduced substance, oxidizing agent and reducing agent only in the reactant side, not in product side. This is very important point. So let us see one more example. Fe, iron, reacts with sulfur that produces iron sulfide. Iron sulfide, FeS. So here there is no oxygen, there is no hydrogen. Right? Here there is a oxygen present, hydrogen present, here there is a oxygen present. But in this reaction, there is no oxygen, there is no hydrogen. Now we have to go to the next point. Addition of non-metal or addition of metal or loss of electron or gain of electron. Now see here, in this reaction, iron is a metal, sulfur is a non-metal. So for the iron, there is a addition of non-metal. For the iron, there is a addition of non-metal. Now check in the table. Addition of non-metal. Addition of non-metal is oxidation. So this is a oxidation. Now for the sulfur, there is a addition of metal. For the sulfur, there is addition of metal. Addition of metal is come under reduction. So this is a reduction. So if there is no any oxygen or hydrogen, now we have to see in the addition of metal, removal of metal or loss of electron or gain of electron. If you see same example in case of loss of electron and gain of electron also. For example, here for Fe, the valency is 0. Now the Fe is become Fe2 plus. Fe is become Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus means iron, there is a loss of electron takes place. Loss of electron. Like that, S is become S2 minus. S is become S2 minus. That is nothing but gain of electron. So we can see this reaction in both the sides. There is a addition of non-metal. Addition of non-metal is oxidation or loss of electron is oxidation. So addition for the Fe, there In another hand, for the sulfur, there is addition of non-metal. Addition of non-metal. So that is come under the reduction. So with that, sulfur become S minus 2. So gain of electron. Okay. So now here same Fe plus S gives FeS. Now in this, which is the oxidizing agent and which is the reducing agent, which substance undergo oxidation? That is reducing agent. Which substance undergo reduction? That is oxidizing agent. So the Fe acts as a reducing agent and sulfur acts as a oxidizing agent. So in the redox reaction, we have to remember what is the keyword of the redox reaction. There is a reduction and oxidation takes place in the same reaction. Reduction and oxidation takes place in the same reaction. Reduction and oxidation, like that, reduction and oxidation. So totally there is a main 5 types of chemical reactions. What are the 5 types? Combination, decomposition, single displacement, double displacement and redox reaction. In the combination, only one product, there is a number of reactants present that produces only single product. So A plus B gives AB. Any reaction that produces single product, that is come under combination reaction. Next, decomposition reaction. In the decomposition reaction is opposite to combination. In the decomposition, only one reactant present. Any reaction, only one reactant present and number of products, that is come under decomposition reaction. AB decompose into A and B. Now for the single displacement reaction. What is single displacement? The high reactive element displaces the less reactive element from their compound. That is come under the single displacement reaction. This takes place according to the reactivity series of the metal and reactivity series of the halogens. Next, double displacement reaction. In the double displacement reaction, just the compound exchange their cations and anions and produces the new compound. So that is come under double displacement reaction. And the last one, redox reaction. In the redox reaction, the oxidation and the reduction takes place in the same reaction, that is come under redox reaction. So these are the some important types of chemical reactions.